What up, my foodie freaks? Are you ready for some good food with good friends for good times? Well, then let's get this party started with me, Chef Bev, and my crazy brigade right here, right now on the Culinary Trends Show on RantRadioNetwork.com. All right, finally.
Take two.
Take three.
Was it tip 3?
I need 2.
False start.
I need 2. I think I need 2 shots.
2 shots.
2 shots because I don't know what was going on.
I don't know.
Has it been that long?
The
2 shots.
Oh, I hear voices.
Who's that?
Wait, Gloria. Wait, you're supposed to be sitting here next to us.
It looks awfully smoky.
What is going on in there? Are you in Uber? Are you doing Uber right now?
It's looking awfully smoky in that car.
We're playing inside the car.
You're what?
Wow. The windows are open.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is how it is when you're drinking on the road. I hope someone's driving. You guys look great.
Yeah, it's Sabrina.
Huh? Anyway, if you can't tell, I miss you too. If you can't tell who these beautiful ladies are, it's Gloria and Sabrina. They are out on the field tonight, doing some serious damage to the city of Los Angeles. Is that correct, ladies?
Yes, we are researching.
Yeah, research. Yes. Okay, so what are you researching tonight? Since you're not here, we're gonna let you go because I know that you have to research for us. What drinks?
No, that's fine. I can stay on for just a little bit.
Okay. So where are you right now? Tell us where you are.
Right now, we're right across the street from La Fonda Theater.
Stalkers. There you go.
Yeah.
Who's
pretty much waiting to see the sighting of Dave and Chromio.
Chromio. Are you driving right now?
Yeah.
Who's driving?
No, we're sitting in the car right now.
You're sitting in the car. Are you backstage? Are you waiting to hit backstage? Is that it?
Maybe later on.
Later on.
Know.
But you have to go to the backstage. Go backstage now. Why not, right?
I heard them doing their sound check. But then there was like this sketchy looking bodyguard, but I was like, I know Krav Maga. I can take them, but I decided not to. And I have the looks, I can,
I think you guys, I'm going to challenge you two tonight, Sabrina and Gloria. Challenge you to, let's see how fast you can go backstage after we talk and call us back. And if you make it backstage, you Skype us right away with your sketchy looking bodyguard.
I don't think we can make it backstage, but I will try to get a selfie.
A selfie trying to get backstage.
Let's get this mother crook.
Okay.
All right, and what are we drinking tonight? What's on your plan of adult beverage?
The first thing we had tonight was a good old one, staple of mine is the rum and pineapple juice.
Okay.
Yes.
I didn't understand what you said, but I'll agree with you.
Oh, sorry. Rum and pineapple juice.
Is there a particular type of rum that you were favoring?
Captain Morgan.
Oh,
spiced rum.
Spiced rum. That sounds good right now. What else? That's it? That's all you've been sipping on?
We've had about New Age wine. The white wine, which it has a hint of pineapple. It was really good. Really good.
It's a lot of pineapple going on tonight. Yes. I'm not going to ask why.
Yes, I do love my pineapple.
I can see that. So Gloria, tell us did you have dinner prior to the concert that you're going to?
Yes, we ended up yelping the Village Pizza on Hollywood.
You yelped the Village people? Who did they yelp? The Village people?
Yes.
Yeah.
The Village people.
Did you have the Macho Man special?
Pizza. No, Village Pizza.
In the Navy. Oh, Village Pizza. Got it. It's all that pineapple and rum.
And you
Dude, man,
this slice, and you can create your own slice.
Okay.
It's so good.
Was
Literally, slice per person would have been perfect, but we went with 2. So good.
So that's your recommendation if you're in LA, going to a Chromio concert? have a nice cup of rum and pineapple juice and a slice of Village People pizza. I like the delay because it's like, did I say the joke right or what? Well, Gloria, Sabrina, please be careful out there. If you have time,
Try not to get roofied.
yes. If you have time and you get backstage, please.
I will take that as a compliment, Lauren.
I know, Lauren, she can't smack you right now.
I do look good tonight.
You look great. You guys look hot. Let's clap for you. Where's the basement people? There you go.
So, fellas, keep an eye out for them at the Fonda Theater.
The Fonda Theater in the mosh pit. Maybe they can like.
No mosh pit.
What?
No tonight.
Why?
It's all about the group.
Well,
you
could start a mosh pit and getting your groove on at the same time, Stella.
I know. I just don't want to take the challenge.
Ah, boo. Lawrence, it didn't work. All right, guys. Well, be safe. If you do have time to Skype us later so we know what your status is, it would be awesome.
We will.
All right, guys.
Sure. Have a nice show. Miss you.
We miss you too.
You,
bye, Sabrina. Bye, Gloria.
Bye. Beware the roofie colada.
Bye. Bye, alcohol. All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that was Gloria out and about.
And her partner in crime.
Of course. All right, we missed them being live because we don't have anything to drink tonight.
Yes, that's true.
So I'm sad. But anyway, if you have any questions regarding Gloria's whereabouts, give us a call, 855-693-4897, and you can babysit her.
We should have asked for like her seat number, row, and all that stuff. So
let's text her. Text her right now, find out what her seat number is. And then if someone is at the Chromeo concert and hopefully listening to us before then, tell her we said hi, do a selfie, Instagram, and let's see how many retweets we get
that
with that.
Won't be awkward at all.
It won't be
Not
awkward.
at all.
Give her a big kiss. She's drinking pineapple juice right now.
Yes, totally.
Good times. Well, anyway, welcome to the show, everybody. I know we've been gone for
2 weeks.
2 weeks, I know. I apologize for that. It's good to be back. Right now, this month, we're off and on, but May, we have a lot of great shows coming up.
It's been quite an eventful few weeks for you, especially.
Yeah, I mean, there's a show called HK.
HK Hong Kong?
Hong Kong season 12.
Hong Kong Fooey? No?
Oh, that was a good show. Hong Kong Fooey. Yes, that's a new reality TV show. It's like Big Brother in China.
It's a bunch of martial artists
in
a house.
Wouldn't that be cool?
I recall there being a show like that a while ago.
In China?
No, on MTV. It was hosted by Ernie Reyes Jr.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
When was this?
This was
90s.
This was years ago. I think it only lasted like a season.
And this was filmed in Hong Kong?
No, it was filmed here.
Okay.
It was a bunch of like local martial artists stuck in a house.
Cool.
It in theory it should have been.
Right.
Then
were they all beating up each other?
No. I don't recall they're ever fighting each other.
Did they have like names like, Iron Claw and
No.
Monkey Fist?
It was just like a whole bunch of like martial artists or something like that. Like
that should have worked. I think that would have been cool.
In theory, it should have been. I think it was better in theory than in execution. So.
Well, you know how those shows work, but things change. Maybe we should have our own reality TV show.
Isn't this?
It is. I'm sorry, I forget.
Reality TV.
I forget. Well, if you're listening, welcome. Tonight we do have a few call-ins. Actually, one. We have Chef Barbie Marshall. You know that name? She is Hell's Kitchen alumni.
That's terribly sexy.
Yeah, it's a sexy name. Season 10.
Okay.
She'll be Skyping with us. Bye, Alan. We love you. Everybody, it's Alan. Okay.
Our engineer, our regular
Where are you
engineer.
going? Don't leave me. Oh my God, I'm going to cry. He's leaving us.
Alan has a regular job that he needs to attend to right now.
Manny Pantalones is taking over. Hey, do a bomb.
Oh my God.
I hope he wore deodorant. There's a lot of love here, ladies and gentlemen. So this is our great engineer, Alan.
Is that cumin? Is that cumin? I smell cumin. I don't know.
We can't hear you, Arvin. He shut you down.
The mic isn't even plugged in.
He's not even on.
So he can't even make a comment.
So anyway, we are going to have... they didn't plug Manny Pantalones.
It's on purpose.
Manny is unplugged. We have Barbie from Season 10 calling in, Skyping in. So, hopefully it's better quality than...
In the next segment or two?
Yeah, about 7 o'clock.
Okay.
So if you have questions for her regarding what she's been up to, 855-693-4897. But we continue this journey without Gloria, no matter what. we celebrate a food holiday. So what's going on?
All right, let's see. So the national food holidays. Well,
I hope we see photos tonight.
We've missed quite a few, but there's too many to list.
I know.
So we'll just go with the recent ones. Yesterday was National Chinese Almond Cookie Day.
I love that.
I love those things.
I picked that over the fortune cookie.
Really?
Yeah, because it tastes better.
Fortune cookies are cool, but the almond cookies, they kind of like they remind me of my childhood.
Yeah, I mean, I think what they should do basically is put a fortune inside the wrapper of an almond cookie because it's so traditional to get the almond cookie also with oranges and Tootsie Roll Pops.
Okay.
Is that I get that in my Chinese restaurant.
Interesting. Okay. Today is National Cinnamon Crescent Day. I think this one of all the food holidays that we've come up with so far, this one is the most made up.
You think so?
I think so.
They just had nothing else to do.
They were just like, we need a day. Let's just make up a food and go with it. So
who sells? I mean, well, everybody has.
You just buy. Just get yourself.
That looks good right now.
Yeah, get yourself some Pillsbury
Doughboy stuff.
What you call it? The crescent roll thing. Throw in some cinnamon sugar, and you're good to go.
There you go.
Simple as that. Tomorrow is National Cheese Fondue Day.
Ooh, I love that.
Bust out the fondue sets.
That's right.
All you hippies out there.
That's right. If you like fondue, I mean, I do. There's not too many places out here, though.
Melting pot, and that's about it.
That's
I've
what I say.
I've never been.
It's just
so.
fufu nacho sauce.
You're just making a fancy nacho cheese. And Saturday is the grilled cheese sandwich day.
Yes, and
for a lot of people, the grilled cheese invitational is this weekend as well.
We weren't invited.
Where's Dave?
Dave forgot about us. Last year we had the grilled cheese truck here twice, and right before the national holiday, they had brought us some grilled cheese, and no one's bringing us grilled cheese today.
They've forgotten about us.
I feel sad now. Show's over.
That's all right.
So National Cheese Grilled Cheese Day is Saturday. So where's this invitational at?
Somewhere in LA. The event details escape me because we weren't invited, so therefore I'm not going to try to promote it.
Well, let's talk about grilled cheese. I mean, everybody say, I could do grilled cheese. Old school. You got your 2 slices of white bread, butter the outsides up, and get a slap of American cheese.
Well, let's continue that. Hold that thought, and we'll continue that after the break.
855-693-4897.
Yeah, give us a call.
Show.
All right.
Peace out.
ProTech Carpet Tile and Care provides professional cleaning services for carpet, tile, grout, upholstery, and fine area rugs.
ProTech technicians are professionally trained and certified cleaning and restoration experts.
We specialize in restoring damage caused by heavy soil and odor.
We can remove challenging spots such as coffee, tea, ink, gum, wine, and many more.
We have saved our customers thousands of dollars on new flooring and furniture expenses with our advanced cleaning processes.
Call for a free estimate at 562-447-4300 and visit us on our website, www.myprotechsite.com.
Hey, this is Joe Perez, owner at ProTech. Just reminding you that ProTech Carpet and Tile Care is your professional choice.
The experts know that for pastry, Baker's Bodega has it all. Exclusive brands like Westco Bankmart, Satin Ice, and Pastry Pride. One-on-one day seminars for cake decorating and gelatin art. So for our service, wide range of ingredients and supplies, and for the low prices, Baker's Bodega has it all. But you don't need to be an expert. Baker's Bodega, 7869 Paramount Boulevard in Pico Rivera. Come, we're waiting for you.
Do we have your attention? When it comes to tequila, 2 things matter: heart and passion. Never compromising integrity for mass production. Number 1 Tequila delivers the goods. Taste the heart and passion of Mexico in every bottle. We make it right. We make it fun. Superior Tequila. There's only number 1. There's only number 1. There's only number 1.
A home is the biggest investment in most people's lives. Buying or selling should be a positive experience.
Whether you want to be a wealthy real estate investor or just trying to find a place to call home, at AJR & Associates, we focus on the client's needs.
We understand the market better than most. Let us bring the value to you and make the right choice.
AJR & Associates, making your dream house a reality. Call us today for a free consultation at 562-882-1976 to www.hrrealtors.com.
With a track record of great results, bringing knowledge, wisdom, and expertise to you. Hablamos español.
I don't have a glass to raise.
No, because Gloria has
Gloria's
glasses.
here, and this is not right. We're back,
No.
and I don't.
I'm thirsty.
feel
Gloria,
right.
if you're listening, it's your fault that we're parched over here. You're enjoying your Captain Morgan spiced rum. They should be our sponsor. And Dole's pineapple juice.
There should be a lot of people that should be sponsoring us right now.
So let's continue our grilled cheese thing. If you have a favorite place that you like to have grilled cheese, or is a recipe you'd like to share, 855-693-4897. I know we talked about. Can you believe it's been a year since we talked about this?
It's been
Okay, let's start with
time.
old school. How do you like to make your grilled cheese?
Grilled cheese, old school,
Mhm.
straight up white bread.
Right.
A little bit of butter. A little bit of butter to
Uh-huh.
brown it.
Right.
But on the inside, a little bit of mustard, sharp cheddar cheese. That's it.
That's it.
That's it.
You know,
if I'm going old school, that's how I like it.
Right.
With a little bit of tomato soup. And
Nice.
That's
That sounds so good right
that's
now.
home. If
Now-
I want to go a little new school with it,
Right.
instead of butter, I do mayo. It's a little
Okay.
bit lighter, for the browning.
All right.
And then I'll find like Gouda, a smoked Gouda, smoked mozzarella.
That's the adult version.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Maybe a little herbs in there, some basil or something.
Oh, that sounds good.
And then I'll do like a roasted red pepper along with
Well,
the
let's
soup.
talk about that. Do you consider that grilled cheese or just a sandwich because you're adding stuff to it now?
Well, if I'm adding maybe just one or two things to it,
Mhm.
it's still a grilled cheese. It's when people like throw in a ton of like of ham and turkey.
So that's
or
not a grilled
something.
cheese anymore.
It's a panini at that point.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I want to tell people out there. Yeah, they'll call it a special grilled cheese, but it's not a grilled cheese.
Yeah, at that point it's a panini sandwich or a grilled sandwich at
Right.
that point.
Well, old school for me, same. 2 pieces of white bread. Back in the day was Wonder.
Of course.
Wonder
yeah,
bread.
Wonder
And
bread.
then, I didn't go with the cheddar like you did. I had to do the Kraft singles.
Of course, Kraft singles or
Yeah. And
Yeah.
then just butter it up and then just throw it in the pan. And then we'll talk about mayo. I'm going to talk about old school. This is how when you're kids, this is how I knew that I was into food. And I was babysitting. And poor kids, we didn't have anything. So I'd make sandwiches out of the mayo and 2 slices of soft white bread. It was good.
Oh yeah, that's those hood sandwiches.
That's the hood
Yeah, yeah,
sandwich.
yeah.
That's Carson
Well,
style.
yeah, with enough mayo that like when you take a bite, it sticks to the roof of
Right,
your mouth.
right. And
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
like,
yeah.
ooh, that's gourmet.
And then or like when you're eating them, and you imagine like, okay, there's like some ham in here, and for a split second, when you
Right.
take that bite,
Right.
you can taste it,
Right.
and then the mayo kicks in, and you're like, oh damn it.
You're like, darn it.
What
Then you go back
for?
into that fake tent that you built because you're camping inside the house.
Yes.
I like my grilled cheese nowadays. I make it different. I'll like get mascarpone. I'll get a little cream cheese. I'll get shredded cheddar.
Mm-hmm.
I'll put a little. I'm giving you a recipe, ladies and gentlemen. So
Write that down.
Write it
Write this
down.
down.
It's just like maybe 8 ounces of each, and then shredded cheddar cheese, and then shredded pepper jack,
Okay.
and then I'll just mush it all together with a little sriracha.
Nice.
And then, then I'll just spread it on the bread. I mean, it melts really well.
Okay.
So I think it'd be fun for kids if you have kids. Yeah, that's Manny when he enjoys a nice grilled cheese.
For me, I've been doing a lot lately. I've been making a lot of croque madames.
Oh,
So,
we'll talk about that later.
What? Talk about it
That's an
later?
episode tonight.
Okay. Oh,
Yeah,
is that
yeah,
what's going to be on the show tonight?
yes,
No.
yes,
Okay.
yes.
So the PTSD is kicking in for you.
Yes, yes,
apparently.
yes, yeah. I like that. Now let's talk about that. Now, would you consider that a fancy schmancy grilled cheese?
Fancy-ish because something about throwing a fried egg on top of the sandwich,
Right.
or a poached egg,
Oh,
makes
that sounds good.
Yeah. It kind of classes it up slightly. So, I mean, that's one of my all-time favorites.
Okay, now let's talk restaurants. I know locally, I mean, we're from Los Angeles if you're watching back east or anywhere around the world or nation. Again, don't be shy. Call in. We need friends right now to call in 855-693-4897. Any recommendations to where we can go get a great grilled cheese sandwich? Any recommendations, Lawrence?
Well, I know a great
LA?
place to get a great croque madame
Okay.
is Church and State off of 7th, and I believe it's Mateo in just outside of downtown.
Oh, okay.
Okay, it's that was like one of the places I used to go for lunch when I was working in that area, and hopefully it's still on the menu.
I know there is also a grilled cheese cook-off that's going to start in the OC by Provisions Market.
Oh, really? Okay.
Chef Dean is providing the bread from OC Baking. He
Nice.
rocks, and I wish I could have been on that competition, but maybe next year.
Okay.
Maybe
Well,
Culinary Trends crew will.
We should get him on the phone here and call him out.
I
or
should.
something.
I know Dean. Dean
Well,
listens
if-
to our show or
well,
watches.
He needs to come on and promote this grilled cheese invitational event of
I'm
his.
trying. So we'll see if they can come on. But for me, I haven't found a place out here that, I mean,
Well, I mean,
don't
there's a
know.
lot of places that do grilled cheeses out here. I
Right.
mean, you've got the grilled cheese truck, obviously.
Right. And they're everywhere now.
They're everywhere. They've gone national in terms of like their franchising opportunities.
Where do you know anywhere they're at? So if
Phoenix for sure. I
Okay.
know they have one in Phoenix. I believe they have one now in Austin.
Okay.
And it seems as if they're migrating east.
Right.
I'm not exactly sure where they're going from there. What happens next?
And I don't know now they have an OC truck here in Orange County.
Yes, they do. They recently just in the last I think few months they've started venturing down in the Orange County area.
Right.
So
Let's talk about the differential of the grilled cheese because they have other items also like a melt. So they have the s'mores melt. The bread.
which
What
is-
else did they have? Oh my God.
The s'mores melt.
So
If anybody goes to the grilled cheese truck to get that s'mores melt, be sure to have them add bacon.
Yes, you had that last time.
Yes.
You had that last time. We
Yes.
had to call 911.
They also right now because Chef Dave likes to change it up every few months or so just to keep things fresh.
Right.
Right now they're doing a cheesecake kind of melt thing.
Oh, explain that.
I forget what
That
kind
sounds
of bread.
good.
I forget what kind of bread, but they're doing like a cream cheesecake type filling in there with I believe there's like a berry compote in there as well. And
that sounds
yeah, the
good.
name the type of bread that it's put on, it's escaping me right now, but it's of the sweeter variety.
Okay.
As well.
Well, that's the thing. We want to tell everybody you can be creative. Be creative.
Mhm.
You know, if you want to like spiffy up your grilled cheese or your melt, just experiment. And you don't have to go old school and
Oh yeah, of course.
and do that. Someone told me, I think it was Arvin. He mentioned that cheese will be expensive. Arvin, can you come on and explain that? Why cheese will be costly now?
The cows are on strike.
And the cows had it. They were tired of being poked and prodded and pulled on.
No. They're on strike because they said they got tired of so many people pulling on their nipples.
Wouldn't you go on strike also if you got overpulled nipples? That sounds like that sounds like a ban.
The funny thing is that for me it's reversed. I actually have to pay somebody to pull my nipples.
Okay, no, we don't want to hear that. That's another show that we plan on
that's
doing.
the other show.
That's another production coming on soon. Maybe co-produced by Vivid. Remember that?
You know what? I'm all for that. I know where their office is.
The first episode is.
As anyone driving along the 101 knows as well.
Yeah, we know that. We've seen that. It'll be titled "Pulling Nipples."
Oh, ow. That's some fetish.
Pulling nipples
section.
with grilled cheese on the side.
Oh,
No.
Now you're getting really.
No,
specific.
seriously, Arvin, tell me why the cows are on strike.
It was a while that I heard it, but if I remember correctly, there was some kind of bacteria in a large amount of milk that was gotten from cows, obviously, to where now they're asking farmers here in the States, because a lot of it was coming in from overseas, but they're asking farmers here locally to basically just expedite and try to get as much milk from the cows that are here now.
Okay.
So because of supply and demand, I heard that it's going to double to triple what it costs to make cheese and whatnot. So it's the pizza
Is
places
that
make,
milk included also?
I think it's across the
All
board. I
dairy.
think it's all dairy products
All dairy.
because I know a lot of the $5 pizza places like Little Caesars.
Right.
It's going to cost them over $5 now to make a pizza when they're trying to sell them for $5.
So it won't be 5, it'll be 7.
Probably.
Which is still affordable.
Ish.
And then Costco would cost a little $12, I could see.
Yeah.
And stuff.
I guess that $8 pizza at Costco is not going to be $10 to $12.
Yeah.
So.
Well, it's already 10.
Well, if everything's going to go up in price in response regardless.
So no cheese on our menu for a while.
Probably. Well,
Nothing with dairy. So hey, everyone who's lactose intolerant, you won. You congratulations, you have won this round. Also, the fondue. Then it's going to cost more to do a fondue.
The fondue day is tomorrow, so get it in right now and.
Well, let's give him a quick recipe. You know any recipes for a fondue?
Cheese and yeah, that's about it. That's all.
Well, you know what? I saw that photo that we posted. It's like
the thing is about fondue, you have to use the right type of cheese,
right?
Because if you use like the harder cheeses, like a Parmesan or something, they don't quite melt as well.
My apologies, I was actually wrong. It's actually South Korea's appetite for cheese pushes price higher. So I guess they're consuming that much cheese in South Korea. It is actually affecting
What's
our
his name?
costs here.
Jung Kong Hung?
Little Kim. I call him Little Kim.
That's not racist at all.
Wait, what is his name?
Kim Jong-un.
See, I was close.
Sort of.
Close. Gangnam Style, whatever.
What? All right.
Is that him?
No.
So
that's not,
they're
but
buying
okay.
all our cheese. It's on high demand in Korea.
Well, that there can't be that many Koreans that the demand is that crazy.
I don't see it at the K-barbecue.
As I'm reading here, the price of U.S. cheese has jumped to a record high thanks to an appetite for pizza and junk food from emerging markets like South Korea.
Okay, so it's just an unexpected boom in the market. It's going to stabilize eventually.
86 the story about the contaminated.
No, the
cows.
the cheese supply is fine. It's just that more people want it.
So the story that they started
that actually kind of makes sense though, because in Asia cheese isn't a very big thing.
No, it's not.
So for them to all of a sudden develop a taste for it,
right?
Of course they're gonna go, this is the best thing ever.
Exactly.
We need more of it.
Right.
So of course there's gonna be a small boom in the market. Eventually it's gonna level off.
Right.
And it's going to be fine. This is just going to be a temporary
You think they'll start learning how to make their own cheese out there?
Sure, probably.
They should. Then they have to get our cheese.
Well,
cheese.
Cheese.
Gloria, where's my drink? Oh, man.
I think your slurring is doing
I know.
just
It's
fine
still
without
from 3 weeks ago. I'm still paying for that
still paying for
stuff. But so yeah, if you have a place that, or you like to have your grilled cheese or fondue, which is just nacho cheese melted and dip in there, I think you can be fancy that way.
Yes, you can.
And also, grilled cheese day is Saturday, so go celebrate locally and enjoy your. Okay, after we get back, we are talking to Chef Barbie Marshall, Hell's Kitchen Season 10. Right after this, Culinary Trend Show.
Add some crazy flavor to your vape pen. You're looking for something new and exciting in liquid vapor? Go to Crazy Cloud's e-juice. Find them at burstoflavor.com and try any of the new 12 flavors they have available. Blueberry, mint, raspberry, chocolate, gummy bear, hemp, watermelon, cola, orange, pina colada, coconut, or Red Bully. Call us today at 855-WE-BURST or visit us at burstoflavor.com and order yours today.
What's wrong?
I can't stop craving a cigarette. I just quit. Hey, what are you smoking on?
Oh, this? Best e-juice on the planet. Burst of flavor, of course.
What's that?
Only the best alternative to smoking with a great flavor. It has a burst of flavor in every puff.
Well, does it have nicotine?
It comes in different levels, including 0. They have 20 flavors and more coming. All the products are made in the U.S. Check them out at www.burstoflavor.com. CoolinaryTrends.com or call them at 855-WE-BURST.
Hey, let's burst together.
It's not just flavor, it's an experience. Cigarettes, you've met your match.
Are you watching the game at home? Why? Come watch it at Mambo Grill, the hottest spot in Downey. You'll have good food, drinks, and a great time at a low price. We have the coldest beer in our sports bar, where you can enjoy the game on any of our huge flat screen TVs. And when your home team wins, you get 25% off anything in Mambo Grill. We're on Downey Avenue, 1 block north of Firestone, or visit us on the web. Mambo Grill, love at first bite.
Hey, bro, this is a good game. You know what would make it better?
What, bro?
A michelada.
A michelada? What's a michelada?
A michelada is somewhere in the middle of a Mexican Bloody Mary and a Mexican margarita.
Oh, I got you covered, bro.
You got a cup in your pocket?
No, sir. I got my pocket-sized michelada. Mucho macho michelada.
Pocket size?
Pocket size, so you can take it with you anywhere you go.
Where'd you get that at?
At the nearest convenience store, and you can also buy it at muchomachomichelada.com.
You know what would make it better? After we get drunk, if they had a line we could call.
We can call their drunk line. You can leave a message and then log on to the site and listen to your stupidity afterwards.
What's that number?
It's 855-MICHE-69.
What's that number again?
855-MICHE-69.
Awesome. Mucho macho michelada.
Good day, America. I'm Dr. Gerald Coy. Every Friday, 12:30 to 1:30, you can listen to Solutions for Life, a program dedicated to helping everyone discover better health. Each week, we will discuss challenges in our healthcare system, controversies, and issues that affect your life. But above all, discover solutions that will help each and every one of you. Only here on RantRadioNetwork.com.
All right. We are back. Right now we are, while we're still singing along with the song. It's my
So we're back, and we've got a friend of yours on the line
Yeah,
here.
so hello.
Hello.
Hi, Chef. It's Bev. How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Fine, thank you. Chef Barbie Marshall is on the phone. Sorry we couldn't Skype.
I know. We had I had bad technical difficulties. I don't know what happened to my computer.
That's okay,
And
girl. Next time. We'll have you on live. How's that?
I'm also having a hard time hearing you, and I'm on a landline, too.
All right. Can you hear me now?
You're really low.
All right. Arvin, can you, fix that sound up a little more? Hello? Can you hear me?
It's about the same.
Is it about the same? All right. We're working on that right now. If you can hear me, Chef Barbie Marshall, I'm going to just say it real quick. She's a Hell's Kitchen alum. I'm an alum now, but season 10. So thank you for calling in.
Thank you for having me.
No, I'm excited. So I know you have a bunch of stuff going on, but let everybody know who Barbie Marshall is. Tell us what you've been up to after, but I want to know your history of being a chef.
My history of being a chef.
Yeah. How did it all start? How did it all begin? What made you say, I'm going to be a chef?
So I was just little kid, 5, and would push a chair up to the stove and make hamburgers. And my parents just let me go. And so professionally, I actually lost my dad to cancer when I was young.
Wow, sorry.
And he was a cop. He was a retired police officer. And his partner, who had also retired, started a catering business.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember the day that he came and told me, I know you're going to have a hard time with this, and the best place is for you in the kitchen because I know that you love it. So I started catering really young. I was 14 years old. And I started and I cooked for 10 years before I even went to college and got my degree.
Mm-hmm.
And I went from catering, through my teenage years. My friends wanted to work at, fast food places, so I did a couple of those, and that stopped. And then I went into country clubs and just moved along and eventually went to school and decided that I wanted to go into fine dining. And then it just, the years carried on, and here I am 24 years later, been cooking most of my life.
Well, congratulations. I know that, we were talking the other day about challenges, and as a chef, it's a lot of work and it's a lot of hands-on involved. So, just quick, because you started really young. I get a lot of questions from a lot of young kids who want to become chefs. Any advice that you could give them, versus of going to school? A particular school you recommend for them that that you would say, hey, you should go there first, and then hands-on is important also?
Well, the way I started with getting hands-on with it and really developing a passion for it and loving it. I started watching. So if you're in high school, I would say go out to a restaurant and try food, and those places that you enjoy to eat, go get a job there.
Yeah.
That's like the first start. And then whatever classes that you can take, if you have a VOTEC school that you're in, take culinary classes and see if it's what you want to do, and if you really start to have a passion for it. And then, I do recommend that you go to culinary school so that you are familiar with the lingo, but you don't have to.
Right. And again, I was talking to someone earlier. I said, hey, I know we can't afford all of us to, schools are expensive, but a lot of the local city colleges offer these classes also.
A lot of the local colleges offer, in Philadelphia, I actually am teaching a course right now on, well, it's not really a course, I'm working with some students at Drexel University, and we're doing a spring dinner, using ingredients from my farm and from my garden. And so it's very small classes, but you don't have to always go away to a big school.
Right.
To get a quality education.
I like that. I like that answer. All right, real quick. We'll just talk about real quick. You were on season 10, Hell's Kitchen. After that, were you saying, like as for me, because I'm on that season right now, that after the show, did it make you become more like, okay, I'm going to do this next. I want to make more different types of food, or you know what I mean? What was your mentality right after? What was your plan to execute after the show?
Honestly, I didn't have a plan to execute after the show because my kids dared me to do it. So it wasn't like.
Well, what was your children's response when you finally got on there? What were they like? Oh, Mom did it.
Oh no, they knew they were screwed. They really dared me to do it. I cyber homeschool my kids, so I was giving them a college talk. They're 15 and 17 now.
Oh, wow.
And at the time, they would have been like 12 and 14.
Uh-huh.
So I'm talking to them about the importance of getting an education and what they do, and I really want them to go to college.
Yes.
So I was giving them a college talk, and they said, but Mom, you went to college and you're a caterer.
Mm-hmm.
Which was like a stab in the heart to me because they only knew me for most of their lives as a restaurant chef.
Right.
They didn't know me when I started catering. And so I was like, just a caterer. Like, I changed my career, but not my field.
Right.
So that I could spend more time with you guys, and I'm just a caterer. And so I explained to them that I had a degree, that I had a lot of experience in restaurants and all different kinds, and that if I wanted to go work in a restaurant, that I could apply for one and get a job.
Mm-hmm.
And so they said, well, what kind of chef would you work for? And I said, I don't know, a really good one. If I was going to work for someone else, I have my own business now.
Right.
And they said, well, would you work for Gordon Ramsay? And I said, well, I guess. I mean, if he's coming to Lancaster County, but because that's where we live. And I said, I doubt that's going to happen. And they said, well, what about Hell's Kitchen? Now, mind you, my kids are smart. And
right.
They get it honest. So I'm keeping in mind that we started this conversation with a college talk.
Right.
So I'm like, oh.
Kids are smart. They were changing the course around so you could not think of college. So.
Right.
Well,
so I
that's
said
smart.
to them,
Mm-hmm.
all right, listen, I'll put myself in the room full of people to make the decision of whether or not I need to go on this show, and I'll pursue it. I'll see what happens.
Right.
if you promise me that you'll do the same thing in everything in life, and the first thing
Awesome.
I want you to pursue is college, but you have to try
Yeah.
everything. And every time that you tell me that you're afraid to do something, if I make it onto this show, I'm going to tell you I went to Hell's Kitchen
Right.
for you. That's our deal. So we had a little contract that we signed.
Awesome. So are they looking at colleges now?
Oh, they are.
Nice, nice. Well, I'm going to give you props because season 10, you rocked it. I'm just going to say that. And so now tell us of what your new projects are, because I know you're such a busy, busy woman. Tell us what's going on.
Well, like I said, I'm working with Drexel with some of their students, and I'm doing a lot of food and wine demonstrations. I'll be at Virginia Vintage in May, but I also do some judging. So I'll be in Vegas on April 26th judging culinary battles.
I want to go.
I still have my own catering business, and I do keep busy.
You do, and you have a farm also. Is that correct?
My husband is a farmer.
Wow.
Yes. And I farmed for 3 years full time. I stopped cooking for a little while. So you'll see I'm like a farming chef. I have my own little personal garden. So right now when I'm doing like my dinners, it's coming from my garden.
And that's awesome because it's your work on, it's all coming from, you, everything, like they say from farm to table.
Yeah, true farm to table.
True
It's
farm
more like
to table.
farm to plate.
There you go. I
or
mean,
soil to plate, actually.
soil to plate. What are you guys growing right now? Because it's that time of the year. And you're from what city?
Oh, I'm from Philadelphia originally, but I live in Lancaster County, PA. I'm in Strasburg.
It's warming up now, isn't it? Springtime is almost springing up, or what do you?
Springtime is springing, yes.
Yeah.
So I actually have some asparagus, which is
Nice.
probably the earliest asparagus Ian says, because we don't even have it on the farm, but I planted a nice patch in a really nice sweet spot at home.
Uh-huh.
So I've been picking asparagus for 2 days. That's how
Wow.
long it's been that we've had like consistent weather for it.
Uh-huh. I know you're going to do something with your students. Are you bringing any of your products to them? What do you plan on making with them?
We're going to do a shaved asparagus salad for one of our courses for dinner.
Okay.
And we're actually going to utilize some of the things that were freshly preserved. And since it's early spring, it's still that time where all of the early stuff mingles with all of the winter stuff. So we're going to utilize some pickles and just everything that we have right now, fresh herbs, because I do have some micro herbs and some salad greens. And some things come from our greenhouse from the greenhouse on the farm.
Wow.
So
Now, because there's a lot of people who are like, oh, okay, I'm going to grow my own garden so I can have everything fresh. How much dedication do we need to take care of this? I mean, for each plant, it's different. Of course, you have to take care of each one. But for someone at home who says, well, I want to do the same thing, what do you advise them?
sit down and plan out and think about what you're going to have and how it's going to establish and what it's going to look like. There are certain things that you're not going to be able to move and not really do any damage. Like asparagus takes, this is the 5th year that I've had my asparagus, and this will be the first year that I really get a nice harvest off of it.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Hello?
Sorry about that.
No, it's okay. The asparagus. We're talking asparagus?
So this year is going to be the first year that I get asparagus, and really harvest it. But the first year I couldn't touch it. The second year I couldn't touch it. The third year I had to pick it really lightly. And the fourth year I had to pick it lightly again just to establish the crowns because they're such a delicate plant. But once they start going, it's awesome.
Well, I know that springtime, it's like asparagus is everywhere, especially in the farmer's market. Now, do you guys sell at the farmer's market?
No, our farm only sells to restaurants.
Oh, good.
And some farmers markets or not so much markets, but markets in Philadelphia. They're small markets.
Okay. Now, so you have that going on, and you're going to be judging in Vegas. How long will you be there?
I'm actually going to be in Vegas for a week.
Oh,
But
wow.
I'll be at Caesar's Palace at 2 p.m. judging culinary battles, which is an Asian competition that just started last year. They held the regionals in Atlantic City, and then the West Coast regionals were in L.A.
Oh.
So it just really brings exposure to Asian food, and it's an awesome, awesome day.
And where can, you have Vegas, anything coming up after that?
Oh, after that, I have the Virginia Vintage Food and Wine Fest, or
That's right.
Wine and Food Festival,
Uh-huh.
where I'll be demonstrating some Virginia cuisine and using local products there as well.
Wow.
And then I have a lot of private events coming up. I'm going to be doing a private dinner that I was auctioned off for in Scarsdale, New York,
Wow.
for the Scarsdale Rotary Club, and that was just an amazing charity night. Again, next week I have a dinner at Drexel University in Philadelphia. So I'm constantly traveling, and I usually like to keep everybody posted on what I'm doing on my social network.
No, and we'd love to. I mean, I love watching you. You have so much going on. I admire you so much. I really do. I mean, it's like it's women chefs. You know, it's amazing, and you have your own farm. You're teaching, and I mean, it's just I admire you. So, thank you, Miss Marshall. You just rock. You rock. I mean, a lot of people who
Well,
are
thank
fans.
you.
We'd like to have you on the show. When are you coming down to LA?
I don't know. I have to check because I'm also on a project with the Black Celebrity Chef Tour, and so I think that it will be coming to LA, and I just have to check the dates on it and find out.
Well, I'll keep you posted because I'm trying to get something together for the OC Fair, which is huge out here in Los Angeles during the summer. So I'll keep you updated. I'm trying to get that together.
That would be awesome.
And then maybe we could talk. I mean, they have their own farm there too, so we'll talk to them and see what we could utilize for your demo if we can get you out.
That sounds like so much fun.
Where-
I would love to come out.
Where can everybody find you? Give us all your websites, your Twitter, your Instagram, everything. Let everybody know.
My website is chefbarbie.com, and I'm on Instagram at Barbie Marshall, and also Twitter at Barbie Marshall, and you can find me on Facebook at Barbie Marshall. So I made it really simple for everyone.
Well, it's easy for me to find now.
Definitely.
Well, thank you, and congratulations on all your projects. You're busy. Hopefully you can find some time to relax and enjoy some time with the kids during the summer also, because I know it's coming up pretty soon.
Oh, absolutely. Well, I do have time with the kids because we cyber homeschool, so it's not
Okay.
like...
Oh, you need a break, so you want to go travel. I know how it is,
Definitely.
girl. I know. Well, maybe I could come up there. Maybe Lawrence and I do a back east tour.
Oh, I would love to have you.
Yeah, we will
I
come
love
down.
to.
We would.
I think that you should definitely come because one of the great things about traveling is you get inspired by just other people's foods and other people's cuisines, and I love to travel.
Oh, I do. I mean, I went to Georgia this past week, and I fell in love with that state. I mean, just the locals alone were amazing, and then the local products and all the local farmers market, I was just amazed. So I will continue to travel, and maybe I could take the Culinary Trends crew with me. So
That's awesome.
Barbie,
I
thank
went to
you.
Georgia
You did?
last year, and it was the first time I ever had allergies to pollen. That was like ridiculous. I was like, oh my God.
Wow.
Well, there was a lot of pollen going around because of the rain too when we were there. But the local cheeses and everything was amazing. I mean, but I'll catch up with you on that, girl. I was like amazed. But thank you again. We'd like to Skype next time. Hopefully it'll work. Would you
Yes,
do that?
absolutely.
Awesome. Well,
All right, thanks so much for having me.
thank you, Chef. We'll talk to you soon. Good
All
night.
right, bye.
All right, bye-bye. All right, that was awesome.
That was fun.
We don't get many chefs that call in about farm to plate, And that's huge right now.
It's a specific type. There's a specific mindset that goes into the farm to table, farm to plate cuisine.
Right.
Are
there a few out here that we can recommend?
Off the top of my head, there are a few. I can't quite remember some off the top of my head.
Okay, because that's the hottest trend right now is farm to table. Actually, everybody's doing it. Like I said, when I was in Georgia, that's huge.
I went to a place in when I went to Hawaii last year. There was a farm to table place. I believe it was called Home. In I want to say, Hawaii. That's all.
Was it Hawaii?
Yeah.
Was it in Hawaii?
Yeah, there was a Hawaiian a restaurant out there. I believe it was called Home, and they were farm to table.
That's awesome. But see,
Yeah.
they get their fish fresh in the
I
morning.
actually did not have that much fish on that menu.
What?
There was a lot of lamb, locally raised lamb.
Okay, so they're trying to get out the whole fish thing because that's what they're known for. Fresh fish.
A lot of local vegetables.
Yeah.
And stuff like that as well.
Well, I mean, it's like for those who do want to grow, like Chef Marshall had said, it's just make sure you plan everything and you do have to take care of
Oh, yeah.
your garden.
Farming is a whole nother mindset.
It is
entirely. That
and she's saying microgreens. You need to babysit those. That's a daily thing to do with sprouts and all that.
I'm more into farming of the hydroponic variety myself, but that's a whole nother show and topic
we'll
as well.
talk about that.
Yeah,
next
so
time.
I believe we should be going to break any second now. So
are you trying to get out of this or something?
Yeah.
Well,
we don't need a break. Go ahead.
Well, let's just
go
keep
on with your hydroponic stuff, dude.
Yeah, welcome to California, people.
I think Gloria should call back and tell us what's going on. Did she get backstage?
Probably not. She's probably another 3 or 4 drinks in right about now, and someone must be taking advantage of her.
Well, I found out. I just saw this on the news that the local people from Irwindale, they decided to go ahead and get rid of.
No.
Yes, they did. And we were supposed to go on a tour, Arvin.
Well,
you got to find out what's going on, man.
I'm sorry, but were you not in Georgia cooking for Tiger Woods?
No, well, look, you said you made an appointment until I got back, and look, now they're closing. Is it you?
No. To be fair, they are not closing. They have to submit a proposal to mitigate the supposed smell in the area.
You know what's going to happen, right?
What?
They're going to go to Texas because Texas wants them, and said that they would build them a $40 million building.
You think they do that?
Oh, I would.
But are they going to continue the tours until they're actually shut down? Anybody know about that?
They probably will.
Is there a date that they have to have all that info in by?
I think it has to be like within the next 10 days.
Yeah, I'd be
10 days. Okay, we need to go next week.
I'd be packing up right now.
Well, if they have scraps of stuff, leftover bottles rolling around, I'm freaking going. Who wants to go? If you want to go with us to a tour, the final goodbye, the farewell to Sriracha.
But the whole situation just stinks of politics, and the city officials they got gamed.
How bad is it?
Well, they totally got gamed by the owner. Like, the owner agreed to their terms and then beat them on their own terms,
Right.
and so now it's all just sour grapes.
And they're all pissed off
and
about
now they're all
that.
pissed off. So
Yeah.
I mean, that's pretty much what this whole situation stinks of at this point.
I think we should go. We should have a riot.
Start
throwing
the Sriracha riot.
Sriracha riot. Well, like Zoolander. Remember when he had the gas thing? We'll have a Sriracha fight. We'll have pickets. We'll send Gloria up there with a Sriracha drink and I don't know.
With some Sriracha.
That's gonna be me. That's gonna be me because they're shutting my favorite. I even got a tattoo of a Sriracha bottle. I know. I'm screwed now. Now they're gonna be in Texas. I say we should go on a tour before they're gone.
It's basically just backing them publicly, shaming the politicians who who put them in that mess.
Right.
To begin with, because they've actually gotten some state senators involved at this point as support for them, for the Sriracha
Why
people.
can't we move them to the 909?
I have no idea.
There's a lot of businesses moving out towards off the 15, going towards Vegas.
I'm sure they're looking into their
Okay,
options.
my thing is, how can you compete against chicken poop or cow poop that you smell coming off Ontario around that area? You smell that off the 10?
I try not to.
I just have one comment.
Okay.
For anybody in the area here in LA.
Oh, your comment is not acceptable.
Is that me?
I believe so.
You guys have been in the area a while. Remember off the 605, there used to be about 1 million ducks off the freeway?
Yeah, and it stunk like crap.
I'd rather have Sriracha.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Why are you going to shut down a place that it's the strong smell? Yeah, your sinuses will be cleared over, poo-poo.
I guess they just got accustomed to the smell of the crap.
Whatever, that's crap. Whoever's shutting down my Sriracha plant, I am upset. And Sriracha, if you're listening, can you please send us 3 cases before you leave? What's our address here? 12411 Slauson Avenue. Is that correct?
I have no idea.
Well, everybody, thank you for listening to the Culinary Trends show. I hope you guys enjoyed tonight. We will be back next week, hopefully.
Hopefully,
nothing else comes up.
You're the one that's all getting famous now. So
well,
you're the one. The show you as the show go. You go as the show, or the show goes as you go.
I think you need a drink.
or other substances.
Okay, yeah, that's after off air. So we are. Oh, that story. You want to do that story? Do we have time? Okay. Well, I just saw this on Huffington Post, and a guy. Did you hear this story, Lawrence?
I saw it when you sent me the email about it.
So, customers furious after a North Vancouver pizzeria allegedly shortchanged him, essentially charging him $37 for a $7 sandwich. Jeff, who asked that his last name not be used, ordered a pulled beef sandwich from Gardino. Is that right? Gardino Pizzeria on Friday night. And according to the review that was originally posted on Facebook, has been republished by other people on Yelp and Urban Spoon. Now, Jeff claims that the sandwich came to $7.42 with tax, and that when he handed the cashier a $50 bill, he was given $12.60 back in change, meaning the sandwich cost him $37. I'm going to stop there. What are you going to bitch about? Do your math, right? What are you complaining about?
What is he complaining about?
No, but he should sit there and say, "Hey, do your math. You're charging me
Oh
wrong."
yeah. I'll be like, hey, where's my money?
Right.
Yeah.
Well, why make a big stink about that?
What do you mean? Why
Yeah.
Did he make it all the way home?
I hope not.
Well, if I'm given the wrong change at that point,
Yeah.
I'm asking like, hey, I handed you this dollar. I handed you a bigger bill than you realized, so where's
Yeah.
my change?
Right.
The problem here is the response that he got
Right.
from the people
Right.
behind the counter.
Okay, well, the response was, I tell him he refuses to give me my change. This is to the counter
And at that
person.
point, that's just they're in the wrong completely at that point.
Right. So give me my change. I said, no, you need to make sure you are giving proper change to the public. That is part of your job, which I agree.
It's a bit rude for him to say it in that way,
Right.
but he's still not wrong.
Then he called 911. Okay? But was told it was a civil dispute and no criminal manners were going to, they didn't want to deal with that BS.
It's $30,
Right.
so I mean, yeah, it's not quite criminal.
Well, he's claiming also that they were laughing at him the whole time. and
Also,
he
still
was
not criminal.
embarrassed.
Yeah, it's embarrassing, but still, the only thing getting hurt at this point is his pride.
So wait, listen. 3 police cars showed up when the customer says he explained to officers what happened. They suggest to me to spread the story over social media.
Which, I mean, in this day and age, people would have to expect.
Right. So he took a photo of his bill, which is up there right now, to show the charge of 6%. I think that's...
It says, and it even says, amount tendered, change due.
Right.
And apparently he just didn't receive that.
Is that Arvin crying?
Yes.
Or is that the guy crying over his damn change? And now he's complaining that, people are threatening him. He's getting cyberbullied. You're going to get that. You're going to get that, Mr. Jeff, whatever your last name is.
Yeah, anything you put out there.
And I thought my joke.
Especially when you make yourself. I know it says here, it's true. Customers are always right, but to a point.
I'm sure that, okay, here's the thing. When you put anything out there in the public eye, it opens you up
Right.
for people to try to troll you or just try to,
Right.
get a rise out of you. And I'm sure
Yes.
with you,
Yes.
you've experienced this in the
Yes.
last few weeks yourself.
I'm learning to ignore that because
Exactly.
half of these people that start, he's complaining, and when they told him to go, I don't know if they really told him to go on social media. In other words, don't bother us, just put it out there and see what the public says. Yes, the public will get on your case. So this will continue next week, hopefully.
And the moral story is, don't start none, won't be none.
Right. Stop the BS, people. Stop BS, stop judging, whatever. All right, people, have a great weekend. We will see you next week. More shows. We have repeats on YouTube. You can catch it on chefbevlaza.com or on www.irantradio.com. Lawrence, thank you.
Always a pleasure.
We hope, Gloria, you're safe in the mosh pit with your pineapple juice and your rum.
She's probably about 3 roofie coladas in right about now. So.
Backstage, Gloria. Backstage. All right, everybody, have a great weekend. Hell's Kitchen, 8:00 West Coast time.
And you'll be live tweeting that show tonight.
I'll be live tweeting
Where can they follow you at?
Chef Bev HK12 on Twitter, Chef Bev HK12 on Instagram, and Bev Lazo fan page
on Facebook.
On Facebook, Culinary Trends.
Aren't you going to be somewhere on the 24th?
The 24th, we are having a viewing party in Downey.
More details next week about
Yeah,
that.
and Chef Lawrence and I are going to be cooking for you. So come on out. More details. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, everything. Peace out, y'all. We will talk to you soon. Who needs Gloria?